Joining us on another Live Healthy this morning, we're going to find out exactly what foods are the culprits of high cholesterol. Joining us to give us all the information on what foods you should be adding to your diet to prevent that cholesterol is Andrea Hill, nutritionist. Thanks for having us in Kirk Supermarket.
Great, thanks for being here again.
Yes, we love being here. Tell us about these foods that we should be aware of in terms of raising our cholesterol, the foods we want to avoid.
The foods you want to avoid. So the worst culprits tend to be highly saturated fatty foods. So this is going to be animal meats, really high fat, sausages, bacon, poultry skin, that's another one, full fat dairy products, and of course our trans fats. So these are man-made fats that are added to a lot of our processed foods, and these ones tend to prolong the shelf life, they give it a texture, but unfortunately it raises cholesterol, and also at the same time with trans fat is it lowers the good cholesterol, so it's a double whammy on the heart. Not good.
Right.
Not
so
good.
Sometimes I think when people are dieting or trying to change their eating habits, they look at carbs, they don't want to eat any carbs, but then they up their protein intake with a lot of these fatty meats.
No,
what should we be replacing these with instead? What food groups should we add?
That's actually a really good intro into our first two food groups, actually, because one of the food groups that people need to start eating more of are soluble fiber foods, right? And this is, people that are watching their carb intake because they're trying to lose weight are really missing out here on the heart protective benefit of oats. Rolled oats, so these old-fashioned kind, barley, which is a great replacer for white rice if people are trying to go a little bit more whole grain, and psyllium-enriched breakfast cereals like these bran buds here. Even things like Metamucil actually is another type of psyllium fiber, but this is the type of fiber that's actually going to bind the cholesterol in the digestive tract and ease its removal out of the body. So it's a really efficient way to lower your cholesterol, Janelle.
Absolutely. We got to remember that carbs do include fiber, and fiber is extremely important. Okay, what else?
Also, what we're looking at is soy-based products. So this is where we got soy milk, tofu, our little veggie dogs, and so on. Now this is really replacing meat in your diet. So this is where the whole, including some vegetarian-based meals multiple times during the week can really help replace that saturated fat, because the soy does not have saturated in it.
Absolutely, and we actually have quite a variety of soy products here. It's not just your typical like soybean or tofu or anything like that. We've got the milk and as well sausage.
Yeah, exactly. So for those people that are trying to, get away from those sort of saturated, fattier type sausages, there are alternatives out there, and this is just one particular brand. There's loads here at Kirk's actually. So yeah, rejoice. You can have a hot dog.
Yes, you can have a hot breakfast.
Yes, yeah,
exactly.
So onto nuts now, Janelle. And I don't know about you, but people that I speak to fear nuts because of their high calorie and their high fat content.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, definitely.
So we want to remind people that these are a heart healthy, unsaturated fatty source that can actually really help lower cholesterol and in some respects even elevate the good stuff as well.
Okay,
so
great.
A good food group.
Okay, so should we be looking also at like the salt on that, whether they're unsalted, raw?
Very good point. You definitely want to go for the ones that are raw. You don't want those ones that are soil or oil roasted or honey roasted, because then we're dealing with a lot extra calories. And if you are trying to watch your calories, just one little handful is all you need. You don't need to sit down to a can of nuts.
Exactly. Good point, Andrea. And then finally we have some Benecol.
Yeah. So this is a particular, very specific type of margarine that can replace your butter and your normal margarines that you might already be using because of the plant sterols. Now, plant sterols are natural compounds in whole grains, vegetable oils, nuts, and fruits and vegetables as well, actually. But what these actually do is they compete for absorption into the bloodstream with your food cholesterol. So because of this, we have less food cholesterol that's absorbed and contributing to your overall cholesterol. So what we do see with plant sterols like these is that they can actually help lower your overall LDL cholesterol, but you need to really use about, a couple tablespoons a day. So you really need to make use of that.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Andrea, for showing us how to lower our cholesterol this morning. I think it's something that sometimes we can forget, and we got a lot of different food groups here to help us out with that.
Great.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Janelle.
All right. Thank you for staying with us on Live Healthy. If you would like to find out more about these products, you can always visit our website, www.cayman27.com.ky. Daybreak will be right back.
Live Healthy is brought to you by Kirk Supermarket and Pharmacy.